Hi everyone, welcome back to the Potsmucker's Bible. My name is Zion, and I'm the author of the Potsmucker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Hebrew Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered bits of testimony from the various prophets of the Old Testament. What I came up with was the book of Zion, which gives a detailed account of the year 2020. And I am so glad to see this year come to an end, along with most of the world. But unfortunately, our problems are just starting. Well, not all of us. For some of us, the problems are escalating to the point of a crescendo. And at that crescendo, we're going to just walk away and say, fuck you people. We're going to go fix our own problems because you're not fixing anything, which is the problem. America is not fixing anything. We have a federal government that has been so taken over by the corporations that, for all intents and purposes, this is not the United States of America. This is the corporate United States of America, and it is a police force. It is enforced by the police, and that is the problem. Or that's part of the problem. There are so many problems with this country, but they all boil down basically to one thing: money. Without money, this world will be a much better place. And I want you to get that. This world will be a much better place. That's what we're going to do. We're going to we're going to make Zion great because America sucks. And if you don't believe that, get back to me in April when we take to our tents. Because by then, this is going to be a vastly different nation that we live under. And it doesn't matter how this winter plays out, no matter which side wins, it will be a vastly different America by the time this is over with. Because, for one thing, millions of people are likely to be dead across the planet, most especially in the United States of America, because of Donald J. Trump. And the first um, stipulation of the prophecy, I should say, that a base man would be put into power by God in order to destroy America. Donald J. Trump is the basis of man. And he has done exactly what he was put here to do: destroyed America. America died on November 3rd when Donald J. Trump lost the election legitimately but refuses to concede. He literally has millions of people all across the United States totally believing every word he says. And he has convinced them that Joe Biden is not the legitimate next president of the United States. And his followers, just enough of them, unfortunately, believe that he's the Messiah, that a man that never goes to church is the Messiah. Well, I have one problem with that statement. He's the Messiah, because he's not. Now, whether or not he goes to church really doesn't have anything to do with it, because I'm the Messiah, and I don't go to church, but I'm not a Christian. He's supposed to be a Christian, so he should go to church. But instead, he is advised by one of those profit mongers. What do they call them? Prosperity gospel preachers. Yeah, right. You show me one place in the Bible where it says that rich men are blessed by God. Because remember, Job was really the only rich man from the Bible that you can use as that example. And his money was all taken away from him. His money had nothing to do with his righteousness. But in this country, if you have money, you're righteous. That's what America thinks. The person with the most toys wins. No, that's not how it goes. But that is how it's going to end. The ones with the most money win. They win America. You can have America. I'm going to take the mountains because that's what God gave to me. Or I should say, that's what God is going to give to me when He gets here. Because the thing about the Messiah is, the Messiah brings God back to earth. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. As soon as Donald J. Trump is done, then it's my turn. Because then the world is going to find out that there's this crazy lady out in the middle of America who is saying that she's the prophet of Israel. She's the Zion of the Most High God of Israel. And people are going, yeah, right. She's a pot smoking hippie. She's nothing but a demon worshiper. Only if demons are little gray guys that come in spaceships. If you want to call them demons, you go right ahead and call them whatever you want. Because I have a name for them. It's called God. And the literal interpretation of that word is those who from the heavens came. God. Those who from the heavens came. That's my God. From the heavens. They're right up there. They're waiting. They're eagerly anticipating spring. Just as I am. Because for the first time in my life, I'm looking at spring and I'm going, oh, 420 looking good to me. Because by 420, America's fate will have been decided. Trump will have tried his coup. Now, if he succeeds by 420, we will be in a dictatorship. Full-fledged, 100% dictatorship. Yeah, try that in America. I dare you. Because my people are going to come running to me if Trump is in office. Because we've already been out in the streets this last summer while he was in office showing him our displeasure. It's called Black Lives Matter. And if he succeeds in stealing the government from the duly elected President of the United States, Joe Biden, well then, every American who voted against him is going to be up in arms. Or out in tents. Because you see, I'm a nonviolent person and I don't believe that violence is the answer. Now, I know that Trump is going to use violence this winter to try to enforce his coup. So it's going to be a bloodbath. The sore destruction of America. A pandemic raging, killing thousands every day. The hospitals will be overrun so that people with survivable conditions will die. Not because they had a condition that couldn't be survived, but because they didn't have the means to get the care that they needed. And on top of that, all of the QAnon people are going to be in the streets creating violence at every turn. America is about to become a bloodbath. We are either going to be soaked in the blood of COVID-19 victims and all the others that will die as a result of the pandemic. And that would be horrific enough, my friend. But that's not the only means of death that we're going to have this winter. Donald J. Trump is not going to exit Washington, D.C. without a fight. Even if he is too shallow and unorganized to succeed, his people are going to try to stage a coup. That's what the government hack from Russia was about. Laying the foundations for the disruption of our security so that he can take over. Now he's already taken out he's taking out those who don't follow his way, putting in people that he has in his pocket. And he's inciting violence as we speak over social media. And he is the tip of the iceberg. Those who follow him are the white supremacists who always believed that they were in charge of America. It's their America. They're the white men. And white men created this country for white men only. And nobody else is ever going to have America. We will destroy it first. That is what's happening. The white supremacists who believe that this country belongs to them, rightfully, are watching the melting pot of America stand up and be a melting pot. Biden has played right into the white supremacist hands. Every time he picks a non-white male for his cabinet member, he enrages the white supremacists. They are literally watching their white supremacist world come crashing down around Joe Biden's feet. And they are not going to let their way of life go without a fight. That's what Trump is about. He represents that long ago, dumbass, stupid white supremacist crap. And they've lost their power. There are just too many black, brown, red, and yellow people on the planet. Or in America, there's just too many poor people to allow their white supremacist regime to continue. So it's for them, it's we have to stay in power or we're never going to be in power again. You got it right. You're never going to be in power again. Because your violence will drive people to me. If you succeed, the very fact that you succeeded will drive people to me. If Biden gets in the power, same old, driving people to me. Now, it may just be the potheads on 420 camping out. But once we start to camp out, once we show America that there is a better way, America will have no choice. Do I want to be destroyed by America? Or do I want to go do something new? Hopefully, people will be ready to do something new. And that something new is to drop the money and run. Okay, so don't drop the money. It's like if you got anything, take that money, buy everything you're going to need to go camping for an extended period of time. Namely, seeds. Because if we can go out west, pitch our tents, plant crops, build shelters, and just say, fuck you, America. There may be a vaccine, but that doesn't mean we're going back to work for money. Because we've decided money doesn't work. And so we're going to try something new. We're going to take all the little bits and pieces of nothing that we have, and we're going to put it together, and we're going to create a new nation out of it. Just like our forefathers did. They came to this country with little or nothing. And see what they created? We can do better. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it, and make that your guild choice. Come join me at the tents on 420. If you get high, you have to do so. Stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know I wrote the books. My name is Zion. I love you way too much to ever say goodbye, so I'm just gonna say later now.